The aim of the historian.
My head blows up when I'm alone. Inside out, I might explode. I shut my eyes and my mouth and my legs just get.
I'm gonna remember the Lowen article that we read. I think it was Down the Memory Hole.
That would be Lowen's Down the Memory Hole.
Like it's impacted me the most, like I just enjoyed the most was "Down the Memory Hole" by Lowen.
Quote was, having excluded the sights, the sounds, and the feelings of the Vietnam era, textbook authors proceed to exclude the issue. I really like that.
Well, the example he gives is about like Vietnam and things like that. Basically, how they don't use it like in the textbook, where it's like he gave the example of Vietnam and how it's like the same amount of information given as the War of 1812. And it's just like, well, one is like obviously like more like influential.
And like a lot of people aren't talking about the like at that time aren't talking about the Vietnam War. I mean, it's even though we it shows pictures that were like being patriotic, glorifying.
Right.
They had the B-2 bombings, but it doesn't even show the destruction on the ground.
Okay. The aim of the historian then is to know the elements of the present by understanding what came into the present from the past. For the present is simply the developing past. The goal of the historian is the living present.
Woo! Nice.
The Belafonte one,
Okay.
for sure.
And-
Community college students have a long road to graduation.
Yeah, so it's Belafonte. Community college students face a very long road to graduation.
Very long road. Damn it, who's me? No, just kidding.
It just shows like the behind the scenes of students. What they don't understand, like the responsibilities that we have when like outside of a classroom.
As far as like where they grew up and like how they deal with stuff every day. And the students have like 2 or 3 jobs, or like maybe a job, and like they still have to go to school and do their homework. It takes a big toll.
One of them was the pedagogy of the oppressed. For me, banking is more of a more structure, like it's more like a teacher center. So that means that the teacher is the one who's giving lectures, and the students are the ones who are listening without having a dialogue. It spoke to me because I was able to relate that to elementary or other teachers who would just do that, and you felt oppressed about it.
Okay. I'm also gonna remember the Dangerous Minds of Arizona. It was basically talking about how they should get rid of ethnic study classes, which I don't agree with, because ethnic study classes, or I took MECHA in high school. It really helped me become a better person and understand myself more.
For me, the readings, like really get into the readings, and for me, it was like relating the readings to myself, like to my experiences. That made it very, very enjoyable.
I think I said this earlier, a couple like weeks ago. I said that this is like the first class in like my whole education, history, that I actually have an opinion. You feel me? So it's like I can actually say something and my opinion matters. I'm not being controlled, or how they say, what's that thing, thinking education. It's nothing like that. Especially with this class. I don't know about other classes, but in this class, I felt like I was actually valued.
Will definitely remember this class. It was a lot of courage for me to come, and courage. Sometimes I feel like I'm not at the level that I need to be at for school. So it's like I felt very confident, I guess, here about my learning abilities. And yeah.
In this class, it was kind of eye-opening as far as like what I could expect for myself. It kind of like it motivated me. I could expect that I could like educate, be more educated, and like let myself know that like anybody could talk down on you, but nobody could take your education. As far as that.
What made it work for me was to take the reading as it is, just the reading material, but also I have an open mind.
Coming in every day and focusing on our discussions every day made me want to do the work at home. So the discussions were interesting here in class, so I went home and did my own research.
I just showed up, I just showed up. Honestly, it's not that hard. You literally just come to class, do your work, and that's it, If you want to like get distracted by the thing, that's on you, So like, I did my work, I showed up most of the days, I'm not saying every day, but I showed up most of the days, and pretty much it,
Yes.
Which one?
For me, there were many.
No, it's good. This is good. This is what makes
Oh, this is what I'm not in.
No, but
How about you guys?
I'll stop putting up the
Myself to
Diving